I'll be happy to do that because I'll be sending notes to everybody. So
Okay, then you do it and I won't do it then.
okay.
Then I
Also,
can see you and talk to you.
I'm recording this, so I'll send you the link for the conversation too. Can you bring your computer down a little bit? It's cutting you off on your chin. Yeah, that's better. Um, so the original idea is I might have to adjust it, but the original idea is 4 or 5 people coming together as a community. Everybody is an entrepreneur and everybody support each other. And I will bring in, and then once this process gets going, I will bring in experts to help.
And you sent me a link I noticed of different people who I should contact as possible mentors.
I didn't send you. Micro Mentor sent you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do I do with that?
Well, that's a great question. You look through the list and if there's someone you like to work with and you think, you just email them. And if they think you're a good fit, they'll email you back and you'll work out a working arrangement with this one person. And that works too. My idea is the group mentoring things supplements that mentor in one-to-one mentoring, because as a group of people, you'll be more mentors, because it's volunteer, they come and go. They're not completely reliable because you're not paying them. And also, they have limited expertise. They might know one thing. So my vision here is to get 5 people together, go through the whole entrepreneurial process, and then when there's a gap in knowledge, we bring in experts. I'll go through the mentor list, find somebody for them to do a workshop for us. And I will record the workshop so it's available to everybody else. That's my vision.
Okay.
Right now, it's just you and me. Originally, there were 5 people who signed up. In fact, one person picked this time as well as you, which is why I logged into this time. But no one, one person responded. She's from Russia. She wants to join the group.
She
But this
speaks
is not
English?
what?
She speaks English?
Yeah, they're all English speaking. Um, she wants to start an English education program or something. I forgot. So the idea is basically we become support for each other. So I'm perfectly happy to support you. So we can start with just 2, and every week we can meet. If you don't like this time, since it's just you and me, we can pick another time.
Yeah, because this time mostly, I mean, I have a client, I have a student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he comes in around 6 o'clock, but I kind of like to prepare for him.
Right. So
So
what's
right now I've shifted him to Tuesday, which I don't really like because he's only available Monday or Tuesday. If he cancels Tuesday, then I lose the week.
okay?
So
Okay.
I prefer not to meet. I mean, for me, ideal would be 11 or 12 in the day during the day.
Yeah, that's hard for me.
That's hard for you.
Yeah.
What's a good time for you?
It's like evening around this time or early morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning or something.
I'm not functional.
Yeah. Why don't we say
Can it be 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock?
Ever
Yeah. Yeah.
4 o'clock because it gives me that 1 hour to prepare for him.
Okay. You want to try Monday or Tuesday or
We could
Wednesday?
do Mondays at 4.
Okay, perfect.
Monday or Tuesday, you tell me.
Mondays at 4 is great because we're just shifting time minimally. I don't know if anyone else will join us, but let's get going. So basically, this when you start your company, your somatic, what do you call your organization?
Trauma healing.
Oh, right. Okay. So what is your number one challenge right now?
I don't know how to reach people. I've been so isolated.
Okay.
And with all the issues I have with my children and my health, how do I go out there? I mean, you know,
Well, how do you get clients? How many clients do you have now, and how do you go out and get?
well, I actually, believe it or not, I got a couple of people from CMP.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, when I taught there, they liked me, and they said that they felt that I could offer them much more than CMP was offering them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's why I see it, losing CMP was a huge loss to me.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because there were people that had started to call me from CMP.
For
Yeah.
trauma or for
Yeah.
meditation?
Yeah. Yeah. Both.
Both?
Yeah. And Michelle and I got together again and I talked to her. She hasn't sent me anybody. Anyway, the other place that I get people from are the Unitarian Church.
Okay.
And the third one is a student of mine who's a doctor.
Right.
That's it. But CMP is now out.
Right.
So my visibility is next to none. And then there is a woman in town who's very well connected. She wanted me to join a group that's from 9 to 10 in the morning, and I can't do that because of my health.
Okay.
So, again, this going out, meeting people, having a window to meet people is not that easy for me.
Right. But didn't you talk to what happened to that doctor?
That doctor never got back because he didn't want to spend the money.
What does it cost?
Well, I had asked him for $25 uh, per class, per student. And he had, what he had was, he has concierge service. So he gets paid a fat sum and then he has to give whatever he wants to give to his patients. So what he wanted me to do was to basically give it on a Dana basis. And I said, I'm not going to do it on a Dana basis.
Oh, so his patients don't pay him
No,
individually?
his patients, he takes $5,000 or $10,000 a year from each patient. Then
Oh,
he gives them services.
okay. So he basically is on a retainer basis.
Right. And he didn't want to check out any money towards me.
Oh,
He basically wanted to keep it all for himself.
okay. Did you decide how
He,
much you want to charge?
I think 25 a class is fine. If people are going to be in a group situation.
Okay, 25 a class. And but if you go to the libraries, that's free, right?
It's not the same thing.
I mean, but if you do something in the library, it's basically for marketing, right?
Yeah, yeah. But
You,
the issue then becomes is that people cannot distinguish between what the work that CMP does and what I do. So CMP has basically taken the whole market.
no, I don't think so. Because what you're doing is not meditation. What you're doing is trauma healing.
Yeah, trauma healing I have to do individually. I cannot do trauma healing in a group.
Oh, so the group thing is just meditation?
Yeah.
Oh. But can't you do like healing meditation for the group, or is that rather than vipassana?
Um, I don't think that really is my forte. I group healing I would do it as metta or I would do it you know, in those ways, or the Brahma Viharas, but I would not necessarily do group healing because that's not what my training is. My training as a teacher is for group work, but my training as a somatic therapist is to work one on one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't realize that. Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you want really want? What do you really want to get clients for then?
Well, I want clients in both areas.
Okay, so really the meditation is separate
Yeah.
from the somatic work.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, okay. I got them all lumped into one.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have to pick one, which one would you pick to work on first?
Somatic.
Okay,
I,
if you
I have enough work right now for my meditation.
okay,
I'm running two groups and I have a few students. That's enough right now.
okay. So when do like your fellow students get clients? Like
Hmm?
you went to the school that got you the certification, right?
Right. Well, they don't bother with that.
They
They
don't
don't
bother
they
with.
don't send you any clients.
No, I know, but you have classmates who have clients, right?
Yes, they do, but most of the classmates are already psychologists and they already had a practice.
Okay. But if they were to start new, where would they go for clients?
I don't know because everybody was established except for me.
Okay, I would call them. Are you friends with any of them?
No, I meet them once a month for this workshop that I was supposed to go to today.
Oh, okay. So the first question is who are your clients, right? Second question is what this is classical marketing business strategy. What what pain are you relieving, or what pleasure are you giving them? What benefits, right?
Well, the benefits we did on the brochure, remember?
No, everything. I kind of remember, but let's go through it from scratch. So let's say who are your clients? What
People who have suffered from PTSD, child abuse, anybody who's suffered any kind of trauma.
Okay, can you narrow it down? Like, what do you want to do?
I can help them remove trauma from on a cellular basis.
Okay, like if I think about PTSD and trauma, obviously what first come to my mind is veterans, right?
Yes.
The second thing is of course because you say people who are abused, then organizations like women organizations, right? Like YWCA, um, they represent women. Places like that you can talk to and
Um,
find clients.
YMCA.
YWCA.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
It's an organization that's YWCA. Um, I would say people who suffer PTSD is too big a profile. So one thing we can do, and I have to think about it, is potential client. There's two ways to look at it. There's a potential client profile. Like I won't even know where to. Like obviously, again, the list of children who are abused, right? But I don't
Yeah.
know how to get to that. I won't know how to find them because the parents The parents, unless there might be like abused children organization. Would you
Um,
prefer to work with women, veterans, or
yeah,
children?
I could work with women. What do you call your organization? Because I want to write this down. What's this called? Networking for what?
This organization, you mean like
What
one?
we're doing right now. What was the Google Hangout
I call
called?
it the peer mentoring for micro
Peer mentoring.
mentors.
Okay,
The
peer mentoring.
organization is micromentors.org.
Micro.
Yeah, I can send you a flyer on them.
Okay. All right.
So once we have some, so the first question is marketing. Then, like for example, what we can do is um, talk to a few of the mentors who have marketing background,
Uh-huh.
reach out to them, and see if they'll come and talk to us.
Okay.
Okay. Um, but you have some homework to do because you have to think more about like, would you prefer to work with children? Would you
No,
prefer?
I prefer working with adults.
Okay, no children. Okay. Do you care whether it's men or women?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I've had both.
Okay. Okay.
And
So
the thing is that I mean, a lot of the people I got from church paid me nothing, nothing.
did you get a testimonial from them?
No.
You should go back and ask them for a testimonial.
Okay,
Because
I
that
will.
will go into your marketing literature when we start looking at that. And how many people did you get, men or women? Or
Both.
okay, so the questions you can go to them with is what did I do for you, right?
Wait, I'm writing this.
Yeah, and how was it beneficial? You don't have to put all this in the testimonial. This is when you put it out there, it's more like a survey. And do you would you recommend me to someone else?
How did I help you? And what else? What was the other word?
What did I do for you? For you, how was it beneficial? Would you recommend me to someone else?
How was it beneficial?
Yeah.
And what?
Okay. You know what? I'll send it to you. Do you see that on the right side? There's a little text box on your screen.
Yeah, up top.
I'm going to send you this. One is, what did I do for you? How many are you talking about? One, two, three?
Yeah, I could get a few.
Oh, great. The second question is, how was it beneficial? Do you know, or do you have, I like to ask this, you don't have to, do you have any suggestions for me?
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is, do you know of anyone or any organization
Mm-hmm.
might be
Mm.
interested in my, what do you call it, treatment or service,
And my work.
in my work? Something like that.
Okay.
Okay. That will first of all get you feedback in terms of how you're doing. The good ones, you go back and ask for testimonial. And some of them may give you ideas of who, they might recommend friends to you, or they might have ideas of organization.
Well, this woman has given me, one woman has given me a lot of people that come to me. And they keep coming and they keep leaving because none of them want to do the work.
Well, that's going to happen for your practice,
Yeah,
because your work is, most people don't want to go that deep.
yeah. So they come here, they find a little bit of calm, and they're out of here.
Right, right,
So, and they feel like, what they've done is more than enough for them. That's it. They
right,
don't need to do more than that.
right. That's the same. Like I work with a good friend of mine. Uh, he does very deep body work, very deep body work. I all my years, I know no one who does what he does. Um, and his clients, they go through 10 sessions. It's kind of like Rolfing plus, um, but they never go. Very few go back because it's too intense. You know. Um, how
Yeah.
many sessions do they stay with you though?
Well, this woman's been with me for a year and a half.
But the people she recommends, the ones who come and go, how long do they stay?
8 weeks, 10 weeks, three
That's
weeks,
good.
3 weeks.
Okay.
you know.
I think that's to be expected.
Then I have another therapist. She sends me her clients because they don't know how to be in the body.
Right.
So after the verbal therapy is done, she'll send me people. And she's been sending me people regularly. I've already treated 3 people of hers.
And
I'm
they
treating one other person of hers right now. It's a man.
and they stay with you? They stay more than 3 weeks or 5 weeks.
He's still coming. Yeah, he's been, this is his third month with me.
So maybe a list of therapists would be a good place for you to look for clients.
Where do I find that?
We'll find a list.
Hmm?
I said we can find lists. That's not the worry. Um, how about like hospitals?
Well, the problem with hospitals has been that somebody told me to go to a hospital and do some free work, and I haven't done that yet.
Well, since a therapist is sending you people, and I get the sense that you don't want a lot of people, maybe just getting a list of therapists is the first place to start.
I actually I did go and I did start to meet a couple of therapists here and there, and I can tell you that nobody sent me. This woman is the only one who sent me.
Well, we're going to get a list of like 100 people,
Okay.
100 or 200. Um, with things like that, there's two things that's going on. One is those there, and this happened to me personally in my business when I was doing business consulting, computer consulting, is you never know when one of these people will pop up for you, you know. So I got lots of people I met like 3 years later, they sent me clients, you know.
Really?
I was in computers, yeah. Even I was in computers. Um, the second thing is so it's over time somebody pops out, and the other thing is it's a numbers game in marketing. So let's say it's 100 to 1. I'm just throwing a number out. It could be 1,000 to 1. I don't know. So you have to look at literally hundreds of people, and then the other thing is repetition. You want to send them a mailing every 3 months or something like that.
And what do I put in the mailing?
Well, you could. I know you don't want to do one-on-one, but you could take one idea, like what does, you put down a bunch of benefits. So like one of the benefits was ease, right? Letting go of stress. So you could take that idea and write 2 or 3 paragraphs, the benefits of that. Or you could take an idea of transforming at the cellular level and write 2 or 3 paragraphs. I mean, it's very easy to do once you and I talk, because when you explain it to me, it'll take you 2 or 3 paragraphs to explain one of those ideas to me. And
Okay,
then you basically use that to write a little article.
I see.
Yeah. I mean I I think that given that you have therapy, you have a client or two, you don't need too many, right?
I would say that for me, once the kids are out of the house, maximum would be 10.
10 a week. Like seeing 10 clients a week or something like that. Is that
That's it. I couldn't handle anything more. That's two a day.
2 a day? Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean I give them a lot of quality. I don't send people away. Generally spend an hour and a half per client as
Right.
opposed to a 50-minute session or something.
Okay.
If I wanted to make more money, then I could make it an hour session and throw them out.
Right.
But I'm not doing that.
Right. Because you're really a healer.
Yeah. So I think for me, by the time I get going, Julie, it's 11 or 12, right? And then I have that window from like 12 to about 5, and I in between the time I need some time to myself. Then
Right.
I exercise, then I have to do things for the house. 2 nights a week I have a group. That's enough.
I think that's great.
That's
Okay.
enough.
Yeah. So generally, it takes about 3 years to build a practice from scratch. So it's not going to happen overnight.
Okay.
Um, so, and not, and also, even when I was doing computers design, um, it's not like the first thing you do, you'll succeed. We'll keep on. I'll make a commitment to you to stay with you, you know, but it will take a bit of time to get this
Did
rolled
you
out.
ever read my website? I'd
Give
like
me
you to
your
read it and
website again.
comment on it.
What?
Yeah.
Give me your website again.
Here.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did. I don't remember it, but I did.
I would like some feedback on it.
But you know what? The awake abiding, it sounds more like the Vipassana work. It doesn't give me the sense that it's somatic work at all. I can tell you right now that's. But I'll do that. Um, I recommend that we wrap
Well,
this
the
up.
thing is that it's registered under Awake Abiding. I have an LLC, so I
Oh,
can't just change it.
yes, LLC you can change. You can change it with doing business as.
Hmm?
There's something called DBA, an
What's that?
LLC, and it allows you to change the name, but you don't need to do that. If it's under a
DBA, what's that?
DBA, doing business as.
Do?
I'm going to type it for you. Your husband will know this. But you don't have to do that for now. We can use you can use any name you like. You can just say it's under the organization of Awake Abiding. But if you like Awake Abiding, let's try it. Let's see how that goes.
I like that a lot. I find that freeing.
You find that freeing? Well, maybe it will work. Maybe people will get that. Do you still have the flyer I made for you? Can you send that back to me?
Yeah.
I think let's wrap up. So this is what you will do. You will you said ask a few people. Basically, I'm going to call a survey clients for potential benefit statement. I'll type this up for you. This is what you will do.
Okay.
Survey.
I'm just going to send you this right now, though.
Okay, great.
The flyer.
Survey clients. And I'll type up the detail. And two, what did we say? Well, you pretty much told me you want, you'll think about, don't worry about lists and stuff, but just potential sources for clients. So you already went through them, like friends, therapists, churches. Just start making a list because we can
Hang
talk
on.
about it, and then I can use a database or do some web search to make a similar list to grow your potential list. Okay.
Survey clients, think about potential sources, friends, therapists, churches.
Yeah.
Well,
And
friends, I mean, most of my friends are not here. I told you I spent years taking care of Jahan alone.
yeah, so then that one is a no. That's all. I'm just
Yeah, and
giving.
most of my friends are long-term friends that are all over the country,
That's
not so much
fine.
in this area. And like I've approached the Pakistani crowd that I know here. Their mind is not at all into therapy.
No, they're into making money. All right.
Huh?
I said their mind is into making money, and
Yeah, and I know a lot of Pakistani doctors. The other day it was really funny. I'm good friends with a psychiatrist's wife, and she was having some symptoms, and I helped her with the symptoms, and she said she'd been talking to her husband about her symptoms forever, right? And
mhm.
he just wouldn't believe it. And I just helped her and she was fine. Like in 5 minutes she was fine. And I gave her some somatic tools and I said, do this for yourself when this happens. She says, I can't believe it. I've been telling my husband this forever.
And he's a doctor.
And he's a psychiatrist.
Oh my God.
So I mean they believe in the gross level, the medical model. They don't believe in the naturopathic model of doing things.
Right. So over time, you start writing little articles and posting it on YouTube, and you develop a name for yourself. You know. So I'm going to look at a way. Oh, and you're going to send me. You're going to send me that flyer that we did.
Yes, I was looking for it. I have 5, 6 flyers. I need to make sure I send you the right flyer.
Yeah. So
Because
if
I had made flyers for myself before,
great.
and I don't really know which one I hold on. I will figure it out because I know that I asked my husband to send it to.
So when I say think about potential sources for clients, it's okay. Like if friends don't work, that's fine. We just cross it out. But
Yeah, the friends are not here, so there's really nobody for me to, you know, I as I had said, I had hoped that CMP would have been a source for me, but it really wasn't.
CMP, they're very protective of their brand, you know. Um, and even like the what's that woman's name? Lisa. You know,
Yeah.
Lisa. She's certified in the stress thing.
Yes, I know.
They don't want to. They say they will work with her, but they
Yeah.
haven't worked with her yet. They
They
say
haven't?
next step. No,
What?
she hasn't gotten even one client from them.
Really?
Yeah. So the fact that you even got some's amazing.
No, they, because I was teaching, they came up to me. And
So that tells me that
that I don't have enough exposure.
right, but we have to find out where you want to expose yourself.
I found the other
Why-
flyer. I'm
That's why
sending
I'm
it to you
asking.
right now.
That's why I'm asking you for a list of sources like therapists.
Well, therapists we would have to develop.
Yeah, we'll develop that. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I mean, you start with what you've got, then we want to make it bigger. So if you got clients from therapists, then we want to go to more therapists. Like if
Yeah,
she,
I did because actually I treated this therapist, believe it or not.
yeah,
And she, because she was a therapist, she didn't need to stay with me more than 2 months, really, because she
right,
got enough skills to take care of herself.
right.
And because I benefited her so much that she started to send me her clients.
Yeah, so you should definitely that survey I'm talking about, definitely send it to her. Call her or ask those questions because she might start thinking more or ask her where else you could get clients. You know, that's how you build, you know.
So the survey questions are, what did I do for you? How was it beneficial?
Yeah,
Do you have any suggestions for me?
yeah.
Okay.
And that, I don't know about other places like I said, maybe hospitals, maybe women organizations like domestic abuse support.
Well, the problem with those women organizations is, as it is, the church people are not paying me.
What's that?
I said, as it is, the church women are not paying me.
Oh, no, no, no. These people
So if
you
I go to women's organizations, they're not going to pay me anything.
then you say no. You just put your rates up front.
Well, the rate up front is very high,
Well,
believe it or
then
not.
if they say no, then you'll know. Then we go
Oh,
somewhere
but I've taken people on, I wind up taking people because I wind up taking people.
else. Okay, so you don't want to go after women's organizations and domestic abuse because you feel compelled to say,
I also want to work with higher functional people because you get more results with them. If people are, like I had a woman from a shelter, right? I
yeah,
mean, she would not understand a lot of the concepts even. She wouldn't be
okay,
able to do the work because she doesn't have the awareness to do the work.
right. So hospitals,
Yeah.
therapists list. How about regular churches?
More churches.
Yeah. This is just a list. We're going to, once we get the list, we might email them and then you might get your daughter to make phone calls or you might hire somebody for
I
$10.
will have to do it. My daughter doesn't want to help me. She doesn't communicate with me.
Okay, you can do it. Maybe I can make some calls for you.
I mean, I can do my own work. I don't worry about that. But
Okay.
I try not to rely on my children.
Okay. Or you can hire an intern for free even, or for $15 an hour, whatever. Um, But the whole thing, my whole point is you get a list together, and you don't need too many people. So you can grow to capacity maybe easier, or you can take less time it'll take longer. But 10 clients a week is half of what most people want.
Yeah.
So, so the way it works is you have to think about as many potential sources as you can, and then we'll talk through them, see which one's the best. Okay. So I'm just saying, think about where your
Well, look at the flyer. If you think the flyer is good, I can start to send it out.
okay. Where would you send it out to?
And all the organizations that I know around here.
Oh, okay. That's great. But that's a flyer we did, right?
Right. And I can drop off the flyer in key locations.
Okay. Fantastic.
Even with this doctor, I can drop off, 15, 20 flyers there.
Right. So I will look at the wake abiding. I will look at flyers and I will write up the notes. And I will, once you get the sources, which is next week,
Sources meaning,
like what you said, churches, organizations, and
yeah.
therapists. Then, like for example, let's say, for example, you want to go out to churches. I could maybe help find a list of churches for you to go to email to. Or if you want therapists, we can find a list of maybe.
Therapists is where I need the help. Churches I can find myself.
Okay. Okay. So this week, though, all I want you to do is think about like just go crazy and think about all the potential sources you can get clients. Okay.
Okay.
And I will think about how to get a list of therapists. And is that in Stanford, New Canaan? What cities would you want it in?
Stamford, Norwalk, New Canaan, Wilton,
Wait, Stanford?
Darien.
Wait, let me write this down. Stanford, Darien, Norwalk, New Canaan.
Greenwich, Wilton.
That's it? That's great.
Westport, maybe.
Okay. I'll think about that. Okay. But you think about more potential sources. But it sounds like therapist is the way you want to go. And then maybe churches, but you said you know how to get a list of churches.
I'll get that.
We got a plan, right?
Yeah, my God. Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you so much. My God.
Well, that's an idea, except that we get even more fun when there's more people. But that's it. That's the process. Because
Yeah.
basically, is you have a bunch of things you have to do. You have some support, and you get somebody to talk to. That's the idea. So,
So how can I help you?
well, we can. That's a great idea. So, what you can help me with is how about this next week? I'll take 20 minutes, present my project, up
Yes.
the project, and then
Okay.
you can do the same thing for me. Give me
Fine.
ideas. Okay?
Fine. Fine.
Perfect.
I would like to do that.
Right?
So it'll
That's
be
what
4 o'clock next week.
collaboration is. What's that?
It'll be 4 o'clock next week.
Next week, 4 o'clock. Yeah. And since no one came, if they come, they have to go to the new time or don't show up. We have to make it work for us. So okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you again for lovely
Oh,
time.
my pleasure. I was thinking if we commit to a Wednesday, maybe we could all go out to Waveney. I teach on Wednesday nights, but I can skip one Wednesday and we could go to Waveney for music.
Oh, I'm sure Richard. Yeah. If Rich
Think about it because
can't do it, I'll do it. Is your husband coming?
no, my husband never comes on a weekday. He's too tired.
Oh, he
Yeah,
works
he
from
comes back at
home.
7:30. He doesn't have the energy to go anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, we can talk about.
So let's think about it because I'm saying before I give the schedule for my classes, because I teach Wednesdays and Thursdays, I could switch one Wednesday as long as I let them know in advance.
Okay, I'll talk to Rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
You too. Be well.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna stop broadcast.